Hey, this is Peachy.
I'm Moose.
This is Sudan.
And we'd like to take a moment to thank our original launch site, Anchor.fm, who's helped to enrich this podcast in many ways. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast.
Anchor.fm offers educational tools on how to get started in social media and has not only given our show, stapled together, several platforms to choose from for your listening enjoyment, but continues to offer helpful tips and avenues for growth along the way. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use.
With an easy, hassle-free method for uploading, you can add your podcast episodes to Anchor.fm's extensive library, available for listening on several popular streaming services, letting listeners choose a favorite platform. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast.
That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad.
Go to anchor.fm/start to get started today.
Sip Together Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stick Together Podcast. Songs of the week of June 24th, 2020. I'm Moose.
Sudan?
And I'm Peachy.
And we're going to go straight into the news.
No news like good news, like bad news, like news.
So, what do you got for news?
Michael Keaton's returning as Batman.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
What
awesome.
do you got, Peachy?
No,
That
actually.
would be great if we just this is the news, this is the news, this is the news. Alright, comic book review.
Here's a headline. Fuck anything you have to say.
Pretty much.
We read these books. Fuck anything else about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't care about the authors, don't
Nope.
care about the art. We're done with the episode. Bye.
Bye.
Gotta eat some ice cream.
Ow.
No, apparently Flash Riders for the movie Flash, that's a Flash movie that may or may never come out.
Probably never.
Has finalized that Keaton will be returning in some
They
capacity.
have finalized. Oh, I hadn't heard.
Currently, it's from what everything was finalized on that, and that's like last night.
Last night, huh?
Last night, Monday, the 23rd of the month that it is still.
It's good.
Right.
And they said that this has led into a lot of speculation, like, is this going to bring in Batman Beyond? Which
Right.
has been a lot of speculation, which then they can have Sam Witwer play.
Terry
McGinnis as Batman.
That'd be awesome.
Very angry Batman, but I can see it.
I want Sam Witwer to play everything, so
A lot
that's
of
fine.
a lot of speculations also circling the Flashpoint storyline,
Great.
and could see him as an actual not Bruce Wayne, but Thomas Wayne,
Oh.
and be the
Yeah,
Batman
yeah.
from that universe.
From Earth 2.
Yeah,
We could still let that slide.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although I did also hear that people are thinking he's going to be reprising the same Batman role. There will be some sort of multiverse thing involved, and then that he's going to possibly be staying on as a mentor kind of thing, in a mentor role. With and the way they're doing all their Batman stuff, they're going along with what I heard, they reserve the right to bring Batfleck back at any point and do stories with that. They've got the patents and thing going, so it's getting a lot of credence to the multiverse, the whole multiverse thing, and multiple Batmans and that sort of stuff, whatever.
This is why they told us not years, but about a year ago at this point, to stop saying the DC Extended Universe or Cinematic Universe, because
Right.
it's not a thing.
No,
it's called the Worlds of DC.
Right. It's one of the parts of DC that exists.
Yeah.
They've put up a campaign right before they started doing a lot of big pushes for this year's comics. Was the Worlds of DC's a thing, and that's why they're like, we have different directors. We're going to focus on stories instead
Nice.
of making franchises.
Yeah.
It's already a franchise. We're just going to make stories, and if they connect, that's cool. guess what? They all still connect.
Right.
Joker's connected to this comic here. It's we have theories. We have a board about it.
In our brains.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
Board in our
Chewbacca
brains.
defense.
One thing that I really liked about the Marvel Netflix shows is that they did something. It wasn't so much. I mean, yeah, episodically it was kind of issue by issue kind of thing, but a season was a story arc. Then you move on to the next season. You got another story arc kind of thing with Daredevil and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed that type of thing. That's super cool. It feels like comic book stories, and you digest them almost the same way. You're gonna watch this one because I want to see the end of this story,
right?
And all that crap. But yeah,
I'm curious because like that. Also, with that said, Snyder Cut's coming.
Yeah.
So that means that we will see possibly more coming out of that, like I predicted in the last episode. So
yeah, there's a teaser out for that apparently, which none of us have seen, as far as I know.
If it's not coming from Warner Brothers, it's not legit,
Right.
in my opinion.
Right.
Smasher never, does a good job, but
Not real. Not canon.
Right.
But what do you got for us, Peachy?
Muppets Now. No, I'm just kidding. No, that is cool news.
It was pretty cool.
If you hadn't heard, Muppets has a new series coming on to Disney Plus called Muppets Now. It's going to be an episodic weekly streaming show, so that's super cool. But
I didn't watch Muppets when I was a kid, so I don't really care. But that's cool for people who did watch it.
I love the Muppets.
Muppets are awesome.
Yeah, Sudan and I we're big Muppet fans. But my real actual news was the fact that Mark Hamill has revealed the fact that he has played a part in every Star Wars movie except for the prequels.
Oh.
Yeah, he's represented at the very least vocally.
Right.
In all of the other movies.
Should just let him be one random clone somewhere. He just changes his voice, retcon his voice.
Right.
He's all Roger.
Not what a clone is.
That's why he's one of the effective ones. Give him roles.
No. There's several roles. Some are uncredited, but the majority of them can be found under the credited role. I think it was Patrick Wallace. And those, I think, you can see specifically in Rogue One and Han Solo. Yeah, in Solo. Yeah. Let's see. I think that was the name of. We'll find. Oh, Patrick Williams. That's what it is. Patrick Williams. So yeah, look for that name in any of the Star Wars movies. Except for the prequels, and that will, at least that can confirm his vocal portrayal representation in the movie.
Nice.
Which is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he confirmed on the Twitter and all that stuff, and he's like, well, now that the secret's out, here's my,
alias.
Yeah, here's my alias, and I've had roles in all of these, and da-da-da, and yeah. So super cool stuff. Yeah. For those of you who felt he was underutilized in the recent series of movies, But yeah, that's all I have. What'd you have for us? Ooze?
So Disney Plus is gonna put out Hamilton on Disney Plus.
Nice.
And you can watch it with your eyes, and it's gonna be the original cast, featuring Lin-Manuel Miranda and other people. I'm excited because I want to see Hamilton.
Me too.
I was supposed to see Hamilton at the end of this year.
That's right.
Live without Lin-Manuel Miranda, which would have been fine, but
a live production would have been awesome.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. So at least we get to see it with our eyes, not live, but still there.
Yeah, from what I heard it described as a very creatively filmed Broadway production of the musical. So when Uzi and I were discussing, we're both big fans of musicals.
Yes.
I'm not sure what your stance is on musicals.
You should by now. I mean,
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't want to speak for you. I just remember that the conversation was fresh in my memory. But yeah, we all enjoy musicals. I specifically enjoy history and things of that nature. So I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah. Also a fan of Puerto Ricans doing stuff.
Yeah, doing awesome stuff.
Personally.
I'm excited for the latest episode of Fox Live.
No.
Because essentially that's how they're doing it. Just not live.
At least it will be with the cast, the original cast, instead of random celebrities.
And with the writer and creator,
Yeah.
Apparently it's about some dude that was in the past America.
Alfred E. Newman.
Nikola Tesla. They should make a Nikola Tesla musical.
Albert Einstein.
They should.
Featuring Albert Einstein.
Featuring Albert Einstein.
I don't
Bill
think
and
they
Ted.
were. No. I don't think they were alive at the same time, though.
They could be, because they have a phone booth.
No. There's a movie, actually, that features Nikola Tesla, but from what I've looked at on the back of the movie, it would appear that they're making Thomas Edison be the good guy, which I don't agree with. So that movie doesn't exist anymore, even though it features Benedict Cumberbatch, Nicholas Hoult, and Tom Holland.
Oh, really?
And other people. I don't remember the other people, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Tesla was crazy.
I'd still watch it.
He likes birds a lot. I wouldn't watch it if they're having Thomas Edison be the good guy.
I think that
him and his mom.
But they do have plenty of wrongful good guys in movies, and you know that the underdog is really the good guy, and he got the shaft kind of thing. Yeah. So there's a possibility that it could be that type of movie. I'll just have to wait and see how it's represented in the preview.
You can tell me.
Yeah, for sure I will.
Shut your mouth.
I will.
I don't remember what it's called though, so.
Yeah.
Pod Kitan.
Pod Kitan.
Copyright LLC.
Anyways,
Trademark.
that was my news.
Ooh.
Let's get into comic book reviews.
Comic book review. It's a comic book review.
That's what it is. So
Reviews.
What did you have for books this week?
I had 3 books.
3.
3. I shared 2 of them with Ooze.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
First,
Anyways.
Yes.
First one. I've read.
Right, said Fred.
You win a Fred, or you didn't win a Fred?
Nah, somebody else can have her. First book I read that I shared with Ooze was Star Wars Bounty Hunters Number Threats.
Yeah.
Right.
Ethan Sachs, writer. Arthur is Paolo Villanelli. Carther is Arif Prianto.
I think he may be having a stroke.
And the cover that I got, and I think Ooze got the same cover. Oh, no, you didn't. Cool.
Oh, yeah, the movie.
I got the Lee
nice.
Bermejo
Movie moments.
cover with Basque and that Valance dude who's just
Can I see that?
taken from Terminator.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's great. Bosk, yeah, okay.
It's a good book.
Nice. Yeah, it's a great cover.
It's continuing a story I forgot we were still reading.
Yeah. It's so long.
And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, these characters. They mentioned Boba Fett.
They did mention him, but they didn't show him.
I think, yeah, that's, it was about that. Bounty Hunters.
Yeah, I got the Chris Sprouse
not just
Carl
clever,
story in Niraj Menon cover, which is the movie moments and 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back.
Thank you, sir.
With Luke and Hoth.
Is it the movie moments? I wish I had gotten all those throughout, a lot of the ones they've been doing. What number is that one?
3,
Something of 36?
Number 8.
Yes.
Of 36?
Yes.
Because they had a bunch of them throughout, like, the Republic, Age of Republic, and all that stuff.
There's a Darth Vader one. This is the second one for Bounty Hunters, so...
Yeah, I think I picked up the Darth Vader. No, I picked up the Star Wars one. I think it had a probe droid on it.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I picked up, also, I shared with Ooze, Angel and Spike, or just Angel number 11. They just tacked on the Spike later on.
Yep.
Writing by Brian Edward Hill.
Yep.
Arthur by Gleb Melnikoff.
Art.
And then the colorist was Roman Titov.
Yep.
Don't censor that. And then I got the Gleb Melnikoff character cover.
Is it this one?
That's the main. I got the secondary.
Okay.
Like
I like those both. Actually, I really like them.
Yeah, I got that one and the Dan Panosian cover, which is the main.
The third cover didn't really...
Did you see it?
I saw it online.
Okay. Because they didn't have it, or I would have gotten it.
But,
they're both good, yeah.
Story was continuing.
Yes.
There was Fred.
Yep.
There was Vampire.
Yep. Fred was in there too?
Yep. She's been in it.
Oh, that's right, because it's Spike and... Okay, Angel and Spike.
Yeah.
Okay. Gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gun
on the cover on that one.
Gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gun. 7 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Same as Star Wars. Pick of the week, as per usual. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 50. Continue writing by Ryan Perot. Arthur by Danielle D. Niculo. Coloring by Walter Viamonte. Assisted by some dude. I got because for some reason, can't ever get everything I need, or everything I would like cover-wise. I got one of the covers, which is fine. The full cover. It's a connecting cover. That one, it's a Jamal Campbell cover. I wish, basically, the main cover is one half, the second cover is the other half, and then the third cover is the foil variants. And then they have a third cover, which is pretty awesome too, which I'd like to get all of them. But they only managed to get the foil cover. So...
Me too.
Well, technically, because it's the same cover. It's weird. I don't know how it's on the other side, but it was a kind of an ending to stories that have been going on for the last 2 years.
Right.
Continuing it through Go-Go. Power Rangers ended last week. And then we got the story with the Omega Rangers that has been going on, all culminating to a big final battle that we've been waiting for months to finally get the end to.
Right.
Lord Zed finally freed from his containment, which is kind of cool. Seeing the new Rangers take their place as competent members of the team, proving their point.
Nice.
Cool. Continuing the trend of cool alternate Megazord configurations. They mixed the Omega Red and the White Tiger Zord and called it Red Tiger Zord, which was freaking...
That's awesome.
Badass. I'm like, I want this toy. Where are these figures? I want every one of this stuff.
Hey, man, that Ranger Slayer, though.
Then she comes flying in with the Solar Rangers from the previous season of Rangers, and able to pull the morphing grid power from the overpowered, the empowered people that the Solar Rangers, or not the Solar Rangers, the Omega Rangers had been trying to, help.
Right.
And this kind of let them be rehabilitated. They ended up having to, incarcerate the two main, which was the former Blue Omega and another figure that we saw earlier in the storyline. Go back and read. Which was cool. It was a nice, okay, this is it. What's next? It's like, the Omega Rangers are gone. They're off doing their thing because they left the series.
Right.
And they have this new team, so wow, where do they go? And out of nowhere, character we didn't think would ever come back suddenly appears out of nowhere.
Zordon? Oh,
They're coming, he says, and to be continued. Drakon.
Oh!
And that
Lord
last
Drakon.
And that last page I showed, it was a pretty cool cover, how they did it, because you got the last page is all the Rangers chilling out there and this big energy ball, and then what?
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
Well,
This
okay.
cold out.
They're coming.
He looks all super disheveled and not like... Yeah, that's okay, so that answers the question. I'm like, is there any indication that the series is going to keep going? Or, like...
So for some reason, Dracon's back, and we're, big spoiler there, but we don't know, so we'll see. I haven't heard anything, I read anything on the solicitation, so I don't know what's coming, but
That's
yeah,
really
that
cool.
one was a 9 out of 10. The only thing I had a problem with is it seemed really quick.
Yeah.
I was hoping that there would be a little bit more of a, but I think it's might have also played, COVID might have played into that because of the different times between getting issues.
Right.
Kind of made it so, like, there's a little, if I read the trade, it'd probably be like, oh, this is such an awesome, like, continuation of, events.
Right.
But, yeah, it was super cool, and it made me really want toys, and that don't exist.
Yeah.
It's super cool that they all intersected, all the storylines and all came together for the culmination of it. That's freaking awesome.
It's curious to see how they do, and I'm hoping, because Power Rangers has been pretty cool. It's kind of nice to know that we're going to get more Turtle Rangers and stuff like that. So, but yep, that was me. For what do you got, Peachy?
I read a book that came out back in 2018.
Yep.
It was the Legion title.
Yep.
That started. Did it start along with the series?
I think it started after the series,
So, like,
because I probably wouldn't have picked it up.
Right.
I think it may be in between season 1 and 2, or during season 1, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have picked it up otherwise.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like towards the end of season 1.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, 2018. Great story, 5-part arc.
Those were the days. I miss 2018.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Remember when all you had to worry about was anthrax? No, but anyway. Yeah, great story, 5-issue arc. Titled now I can't even remember. It is titled, so I'm not wrong.
It's a book.
Trauma.
Yes.
I really thought you were going to say
Trauma. Really good story. Let me get these artists and writers pulled up here.
this is probably a cut-outable part of the story, but I really thought you were going to say Trump. It's titled Trump.
It's shit, yeah.
That would be terrible.
And I'm all like, oh my god, why? Why is he everywhere?
Just in your subconscious.
No, I don't want him there.
Okay, writing on this was done by Peter Milligan. Wilfredo Torres and Lee Ferguson did pencils. Wilfredo Torres, Mark Deering, and Bellardino Bravo were inkers. Dan Brown was a colorist. V.C. Travis Linham was a letterer. And Javier Rodriguez did all of the covers, although I did notice that there were some change in pencilers and inkers within the series, although it kept the same art style. I really like this series because we don't know much about Legion except for what we know from
like
the show.
We
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. And it gave a pretty, it of course made me think of the voice from the show and whatever, and gave me this is that character, whatever. So it kind of put me into this is where he's coming from kind of frame of mind. And what the show covered a lot of was that he was in his head a lot, in his mind a lot of stuff going on in his mind. This series showed him interacting with people and, in the real world and outside and doing stuff and knowing that stuff is going on inside his head. And so this personality manifests itself that's called what did I say this story was called? Trauma. Yeah, and he's like causing all kinds of trouble for him, and making all the other personality, because he's got multiple
a legion of personalities, you might say.
You might say, yeah. He is many, but yeah, he's causing all these other personalities to freak out, and just badness, and wants to consume them all, basically. And it's just causing for him personally on the outside, he's got having a lot of breakdowns, a lot of breaks, a lot of moments of lost lucidity, and just whatever, while he's trying to act normal in public.
Right.
So after seeing this manifestation for a while, he decides that he's going to go see a psychiatrist, and he seeks her out. She's a psychiatrist of the stars. She's really good at her job, blah, blah, blah. And basically the whole story arc is her inside her head, or inside his head, dealing with everything in his head while he's trying to deal with the outside world, with her trying to heal him on the inside and trying to get rid of trauma. And trauma's big superpower is to bring up past traumas of your own and make you sink down into that whole thing and whatever.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
She's in that Muppets now.
Oh,
no, there's a lot of good people. RuPaul.
What?
RuPaul, yeah, that's the one that was the
these
big
are
one.
things you need to mention when you're talking about it.
I forgot.
I said Rue really loud. I was like, "Oh, Rue!" And you were going up the stairs.
Well, I'm sorry. I was on the phone dealing with things.
You were going upstairs to get your bags of boards.
Oh, before. I didn't know you.
Oh, yeah,
Anyways.
when we watched the preview.
Aubrey Plaza was also in Legion, right?
Aubrey Plaza was in Legion. Yes, I lost my place.
Trauma, the psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist. Okay, so yeah, she admits to herself that these are new surroundings, and she may be in way over her head, beyond her depth, kind of thing. But she gets to calm some of these personalities down, calming him down on the outside, kind of thing, and working through things, gets them to all kind of work together against their common enemy, which is trauma. Way too long story short, she basically in the 5th issue, he presents her with her own trauma, and she's actually able to work through it and talk him down, and then Legion and him fight while Trauma's trying to manifest her body to kill her. And stuff and whatever, but she eventually talks him down, and Legion's able to defeat him, and he disappears. And when right before everything's over, he's like, "Thank you for helping me. I knew you could. I knew you were only one that could help me. So now I'll reward you with anything you want. I'm a powerful mutant. I can give you whatever you want, whatever." And so it shows her, she's like, "You know what, I don't need any of that." Because she wakes up, all of a sudden they're like, "It's a miracle," because she's in a coma in the hospital this whole time. "Oh, it's a miracle, she woke up," and she's like, "I don't need any of that. I'm going to put off my helping the stars and stuff like that," and goes to like an underprivileged country and starts giving, helping the very, very needy.
Right.
Get over trauma and things. Super, super, super cool. And you see Legion walking down the street, and one of his personalities, which is his jealous girlfriend, French chick, and he's like, "Things are going to be okay, whatever." And she's like, so what did you wind up giving you? You know, I gave them all voices, of course. It's a new thing I'm doing, and I'm really enjoying it. I even, when there's no one around, I'll say them out loud and you test them out. I'm like, oh, that's legit. That sounds... Yeah, but he's like, everything's going to be fine, and it's French chick personality. He's like, so you said you could give her anything you want. What did you give her? And he's like, exactly what she wanted. And they go back to the hospital, and she's still in a coma, and whatever, and all the signs are pointing that she's still comatose, and she probably won't be able to recover from it, but she's happy.
All right.
But she's forever a vegetable, and that's the end of the story. I thought maybe she'd become a personality in his head. He would like totally maybe engulf her or something like that. But oh man, it was really, really good, and I'm disappointed I didn't read it before.
Me too. But yeah,
it's really good.
But
yeah, it was a really good one. I really enjoyed it, and I knew it would have some kind of ending like that, and so I was eager to get there to see what kind of closure there would be.
It doesn't sound like as crazy as the TV show, like crazy, trippy, weird stuff.
There was crazy, weird, trippy stuff, but not nearly as bad as the TV show.
Yeah, the TV show is like constantly like, is this actually happening? Or
yeah, I think every commercial break, the conversation we had is, what's happening?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but Legion, good book, 2018. Check it out if you get the chance. 5-part arc.
Yeah, coolness.
What have you got? What'd you have this week, Goose?
Apparently, I am the one who has all of the books now.
Apparently, yeah. Even though Sudan's still collecting like 40 titles.
But
only read so many.
I just have constant books.
Yeah.
As previously mentioned, I got Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 3. It happened. I guess. I don't know. Angel and Spike number 11. Things are continuing to happen. It's very angel-y. I could see it in an episode of Angel. Yeah. I also got Die number 11.
Oh.
But I haven't read the second volume yet, so I can't read it. But continued writing by, only I knew where they put it, so I don't have to get spoilers. Karen Gillian is the writer.
Oh.
Stephanie Hans is the artist. Clayton Cowles is the letterer. Ryan Hughes is the designer. And Chrissy Williams is the editor. I'll read it eventually. The covers are super cool still, so at least there's that.
Right.
I also got Flash number 756, continued writing by Joshua Williamson. Art by Christian Deuce. Colors by Luis Guerrero. Letters by Steve Wands. Cover by Rafa Sandoval, Jordi Tarragona, and Hi-Fi. They didn't have the variant cover that I saw at the store, so I don't know. I probably would have gotten that because I've been getting all the variant covers because they've been really good.
I didn't like the variant cover for me. That one looks much better.
Well,
but
there's that. It was probably not going to be as good as the last one, the last variant cover, which is the one that I'm like, I need this like on a poster, like a long poster, because it's just really good. In this book, Reverse Flash is putting together the Reverse Flash family, which includes Trickster, Captain Cold, Golden Glider, Gorilla Grodd.
Wow. Oh.
I'm trying to make sure I don't forget to say. Turtle, and also he goes to the future to get the Tornado Twins, which nobody knows who that is, which is fine. It's the Flash's kids.
Oh,
from the future,
wow.
Who apparently have turned evil.
Wow.
And destroyed Central City. And that's where we leave off.
Fun.
So, that'll be a thing, hopefully.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Wow.
I'm excited. I like The Flash. Even if it's been 5 weeks straight of The Flash.
Gotta catch up. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
I'm really glad that I just started to read it at year one, honestly, because...
Instead of trying to catch up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I should probably still try and catch up, because they're like, look at this issue, because this stuff happens, and I'm like, eh.
It leaves you books for a rainy day, you know, if you ever get a chance or you have the time or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. Like, I don't have anything to read.
Yeah,
at the very
that
least,
doesn't usually happen,
it
though.
doesn't happen very
Like,
I still have a bunch.
Yeah, like, I still have 2 volumes of Rat Queens that I need to read.
Ah.
And I'm not even caught up. Like, I still have trades that I still need to pick up to catch up to Rat Queens that's coming out now.
Right.
Let's talk about Batman and Aquaman. I still haven't caught up to the wedding.
Yeah. And then I had Red Hood Outlaw number 46, Tarragon Rises. I got the cover by Philip Tan, which is the main cover.
Nice.
It's continued writing by Scott Lobdell. Continued art by someone. Paolo Pantanella and Travis Mercer. I just saw the name Mercer on this and I was like, Mercer? But it's not Matt, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
And Paolo Pantanella and John Livesey did the inks, and Eric Prianto did the colors, and
Sounds familiar.
just a little bit familiar. It was a good book. Apparently Tarragon's coming. Trigon. Yeah.
Tarragon? I'm all like, what is
Tarragon.
this? Dragon Ball Z?
Trigon's coming, because of other bad things that are going on, and, in the last issue, Mistress showed up, right, which is Artemis's axe, but she was, like, a human form of Mistress, which was wild,
Crazy.
and she's like, I've come every time you've beckoned me, so I'm here when you need me, and then, in the middle of the book, she turns back into an axe, and Artemis, who had her hair all dyed black, grabs Mistress, and then her hair goes
turns
up
blonde.
red again.
Oh, red.
Yeah.
Nice.
And, yeah, this cover is really cool. I really like this cover. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I did not. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
He looks like The Rock or something. Bizarro.
Yeah, he's kept the beard and the mohawky hair.
And they got Deadpool in there for some reason.
But, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say about it. It happened. At the very end, it was like, meet the Outlaws. So I'm really hoping that issue number 47 turns back into Red Hood and the Outlaws instead of Red Hood Outlaw.
Right.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
But my pick of the week was Rick and Morty Presents Council of Ricks.
Ah, yes.
Because it was super
nice.
Rick and Morty, and made me happy, and I felt like I needed a laugh today. The first page has, what a beautiful day in the neighborhood, but Rick instead of Mr. Rogers.
That's great.
So that was already great.
What a way to start.
But it's basically before there was the Council of Ricks, there was just the Citadel, and there was like a bunch of crime and stuff, and they were being corrupted, and there were Jerrys who were making replicants, which are replicants of other Ricks.
Replicants?
Replicants, and there's just like, they're constantly throughout the entire issue being like, this sounds like this movie, and then another Rick's like, yes, but for legal reasons, it's slightly different the entire time. So there's like, the Replicants is like, this sounds like that movie with a bunch of like running and blades. There's Blade Runner, and yeah, there's
That's
a bunch
awesome.
of them. But not continued because this is the first issue, the first and only issue. It's written by Jake Goldman, illustrated by Mark Elderby from pages 10 to 30, and Phil Murphy from pages 1 through 9. That's why wouldn't they put Phil Murphy first? That doesn't make sense. But colored by Leonardo Ito, always, and lettered by Crank, as always. It was funny, and so it's the Council of Ricks and their backstories. So if you watch the show, you've seen the Council of Ricks and how there's all the different Ricks. But there's, like, the Detective Rick, and then there's, like, the Zeta Alpha Rick, which is in charge of explosives, and the Maximus Rickmus and Rick Minus Sanchez Minus. They're in charge of weapons. yeah, words. And then there's Quantum Rick, which is the getaway driver, who when they're showing, like, his backstory, because it's like
an origin story.
It's an origin story, but also like a like Ocean's 11.
Yeah, it's got a heist.
A heist movie, which is funny because they don't do the heist movies. Rick and Morty. Anyways, but when they're showing Quantum Rick, they're showing, like, what he's doing at that moment when they're about to recruit him, and he's trying to get away from the cops, and he goes, like, super fast and goes into the under the sea dance, and he's like, whoa, deja vu, because Rick's based off of Doc Brown, and I thought it was hilarious.
Good shit.
Personally. And yeah, so they are supposed to be going onto this train where there's this weapon and, you know, backstory stuff, and then they find out about the Jerrys, and then they're like, we're gonna stop the Jerrys, so they stop the Jerrys and kill them all, and then they find all of the Ricklicants, and kill them all because Rick, and then they're like, we need to make the Council of Rick, we need to make a group to be in charge of the Citadel, so this stuff doesn't happen again. It's just Ricks dealing with Ricks instead of other forces, like, coming in and being able to corrupt one Rick.
Right.
Basically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was really good. I recommend reading it.
Good stuff. Yeah, especially for a one-shot. Grab
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and, like, I've read most of the other one-shots. I don't think I've read the Unity one-shot. Oh, no, I didn't read Flesh Curtains either. I should probably just read all of the one-shots, but, I mean, like, there's been a bunch of one-shots that they've been coming out with, the Rick and Morty Presents, and the ones that I've read have been very good.
I've seen, or I think I've read a couple, and one was Crumbopulous Mike, and...
Crumbopulous Michael.
Yeah, and I forgot what the
let me see,
I
because I
read
can
the Mr.
look really
Meeseeks
quick.
one.
The Mr. Meeseeks.
I didn't read that one.
And Morty. So there's Flesh. Apparently, I've not cataloged all the one shots that I've gotten, so that's a problem. But yeah, there was the Unity one. There's like a Jerry one.
Yeah, that's the one I picked up, the Jerry one.
Mr. Poopy Butthole. Yeah, Mr. Meeseeks, Flesh Curtains, which is the band that he had with Bird Person and Swan.
Phoenix Person.
He's Bird Person at the time, and also spoilers. And the next issue of Presents is going to be about Bird Person. So
Oh, nice.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, but that's what I had for this week. I didn't realize that was a $5 book, but
Oh, wow.
it was worth it.
I've
What books do you guys have this
$5.
next week?
$5.
Suit on? Any? 5?
I have books next week.
What?
I have
I don't.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 50. No, I'm just kidding.
Again.
My books this week are... No, I'm just kidding. That's just saying. Okay. My books next week I share with Ooze Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 15.
Yep.
And Ghostbusters Year 1 number 4.
I don't have that.
That's all I got next
Yep.
Speechy?
Speechy.
Speechy.
Well, speech. I have no books next week
You
again.
have no books next week again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooze?
I have Buffy the Vampire Slayer, number 15.
I'm a comic book collector.
That's the only book that I have. So.
Right.
Yep.
It's the 4th of July week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because it'll be the 1st of July next Wednesday.
Yep.
Guys, go to your comic book stores, go to your local businesses, go to those shops and grocery stores and find the spinner rack. Get your comic books. Ha-cha-cha-cha.
Check us out on...
If you don't know where your local comic book store is, go to comicbookstorelocator.com to figure that out. Suit on?
And then check us out on social medias.
Yeah.
Links down below.
We're a mess all the time. But, Peachy, do you have a quote for us?
For Mama, I have come to bargain.
Will murder you. I wouldn't murder your entire family, though, because your mom's very nice.
She's a very nice
She brought
lady.
me comics.
Yeah.
The sun himself is weak when he first rises and gathers strength and courage as the day gets on. Every morning you have two choices: continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them. This should be the spirit every week. Know that something good will always happen.
Nice.
You did look up Martian Manhunter quotes. No, just kidding. A quote from us.
I don't have an author for that quote, but I really liked it. A quote from us. Endless talking about my book.
Your book?
Yeah. That
I
was my
felt like
book.
I talked about my book a lot, too, so...
I had a lot. It was a 5-part series,
Yeah.
but it was a lot.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. We'll have you guys listen next time.
PG
Until
Heat
then...
76.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Until then...
See ya.
Go on, Ziggy.
Oh.
It's like, ah!
Until then, we'll be not reading comics. Bye!
Bye.
Bye. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this, connect with us on social media, and of course like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Music is brought to you by Kevin MacLeod. Find more of his music by visiting incompetch.com or clicking on the link in the description. If you want to listen to more, find us on anchor.fm, our website on stapledtogetherpod.wixsite.com, and pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.